doing, mate?
Good. Good,
Excellent.
thanks.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm
Good
good.
to see you both
Everyone,
again.
everyone good?
Yep, good.
Doing
Good.
all right.
Good. That's good. That's good. Here we are, 4 beers in. You've got me, Dan, and you've got Joe over there,
Hello.
and then you've got Rob in front of us.
Hello.
And you may or may not have heard, we've got a lovely guest on the show today, and her name is Lucy.
Hey, Lucy. How you doing?
Hi guys, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
No worries, no worries. So, Lucy's going to talk about tarot card reading, the supernatural, and I won't say too much, so I'm going to hand it over to Lucy to tell you all about it.
So what do you do, Lucy? Tell us about tarot.
So tarot originally came from the it's more like a mystical thing. So it came from like the Kabbalah, like the Jewish. It's part of like a part of Judaism. So the Kabbalah, that's where it had its original foundings. But it actually originated in the 17th century, where, especially in like Eastern Europe and a lot of like European countries, where they just sit there and do like tarot card readings. Like they were quite bored, so it would be like they just do a load of
wasn't much
card
going on.
readings.
Who did the cards?
So you'd
the
get them in
origin- yeah.
pubs, like, and you just get a bit like the fortune tellers, or like a bit like mysterical men, like just putting the cards out.
Hysterical men. So it was mainly men to begin with.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
before Insta, who?
So this was
the-
way
the-
before Insta.
Before
This is
Insta.
1700s.
So a few years just before
Just before Insta, who,
Just
who put the cards together? So like the skeletons and things. I don't want to give too much away, but the skeletons and things like that. Who did all the artwork? Is probably a better way to.
The artwork came from like, especially like I said, around the 1700s, because if you look at the Rider-Waite Tarot, the original tarot deck, it is mainly based around a lot of the 1700s. Like the Pentacles, for example, is to do with money and stuff. So you'd see the deck and you'd see like a lot of shillings or stuff like that. The death
yeah.
card originally did actually to represent death. Now
Yeah.
it actually doesn't, but it because of the Black Plague and the 1700s and stuff, it did signify. Yeah, you're gonna die soon.
Is it like an ace of spades?
Yeah.
So it
But-
can be really good, or it can mean like ace can be a high card, or it can be a low card.
It can and it can't. It depends the way you look at it. If a card's reversed, I don't work with reverse cards. I tend to just flip them back up and just get what I get given. Some tarot readers are completely different. If it's reversed, it usually signifies something's negative or something's blocking something.
right.
But historically, it used to, if the death card, for example, historically used to be like reverse, sorry, it would mean that, death
You're
was
gonna die.
incoming.
But would
Which
that
was quite
be
common back then.
Yeah.
You know, a lot
Yeah.
of people were dying.
so?
1700s. Everyone died.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's one of those
plague,
things.
things like
Here's
that.
your card.
so-
Oh, it's your time.
So,
Yeah.
but
Sorry.
that wouldn't mean that, like, say I got a death card. That wouldn't mean I'm gonna die. It could be someone close to me is gonna die.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
death is around.
Have you-
And yeah.
Have you ever done a reading where that card's come out and then the
Mm.
person comes back to you a week later going, really, you had to give me that card? Now my kitten's just died. Kitten. I don't know when a kitten.
I
Poor
thought-
kitten.
I
But,
thought
you
you
know,
were gonna say that guy come back and said, "Yeah, I died."
come back and haunted you,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Historically, historically, it did mean death.
Hmm.
Nowadays, it usually means transformation or the ending. Something's going to come to an end. So it's
Ah.
like that could be a relationship,
Yeah.
a job, a new cycle somewhere else.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interpreted in different ways now. Usually, I mean, it's quite bad of me, and I do have a disclaimer when I do the tarot readings. Like, I'll always say, like, I don't deliver bad news. I don't speak about death and stuff, because you will get some people coming to me going, I've got loads of people, like, really unwell in my family, and I'm just saying, like, all right, okay. That's, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't predict
have-
death,
yeah.
is what I'm going to
Yeah.
say. Like, because you could get someone in trouble for that I could get in trouble for it. If you came to me and gone, oh, you predicted, like, my wife was going to die, blah, 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 and I'd be like, okay. And you've recorded me saying that.
Oh,
You could take me to
wow.
court and just be like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what
yeah.
she said. Didn't happen.
Wow.
And I'm
Have,
like,
have you
okay.
ever had someone come along wanting someone to get the death card because they wanted someone gone?
Well,
some men in
Yeah.
like suits just turn up and like, can you
Yeah.
just
I've got
give us
this
the
person.
card?
Give us that card.
I've had it once where I did this tarot party a couple of months ago, and it was just these 3 women. Obviously, not going to go into detail, but essentially, I was just giving off this reading, and towards the end, they were quite brutal with the feedback. They was like, "Oh, that was really generic. I've got a load of these health problems. I thought you was going to tell me like that's going to happen or this is going to happen," and I was like, "Well, not really, because I don't really do that."
I love that. People that are like got a serious illness, like, you know, I'm going to go. They better say I'm going to die. If they don't.
I know, the doctors know, but do you know?
Yeah.
Just wanted that bit
I just
clarification.
want that little bit more, yeah.
clarification.
You've really ruined my week.
Have you ever had anything really sort of strange happen while doing a reading? Like, has there been an entity, an energy, or something that sort of happened when you've done a reading?
I had this one girl once, and it was a couple of months ago, and it was really strange. She was all dressed in black, and she kept looking at me. And initially, she didn't want to do a tarot reading, so I thought, all right, it was part of some tarot party. So towards the end, she came in, and it was like I could see this like black shadow like coming across her face.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Like
just
the
in
Ring.
like the ring, and just like a glimpse of just something, I thought, I felt I could see like, you know, like a witch's face, and I'm like, oh. And then she sat down and she was like, "I'm not into this. It's a load of, you know, twaddle, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "That's fine. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, give her the whole spiel." And then I think I'd spoken about like an argument coming up, you know, like, because there was like a bit of conflict in the cards. And she said, "Well, what do you mean conflict?" But I could just tell she was obviously going to be the ringleader of this conflict. So I was like, you know, just spirit saying, "It's going to be this conflict. You're going to go through quite a difficult time." And then she tried to make an argument out of it. I said, "Look, I'm not." It's
There was
just
a
little bit
conflict.
fun.
Yeah, it's a conflict,
There you
yeah.
go, conflict. But it was just, and that's glimmer. I'd just seen this like witch's face, and I'm just there like, ooh.
Oh, creepy.
But I could feel her energy was just very negative. Like,
Yeah. Have you, let's flip it away from death and the negativity. What's like a crazy positive thing that someone? Obviously, I don't know tarot, and I apologize for that. I'm really have no idea at all. But obviously, I'm guessing there's like love cards, or there's like other cards that can mean things. Have you ever had someone and you've done a reading for them, and then all of a sudden this card comes up, which means I know sexualized something. And then a week later, they like split, and they were like wife and husband for 20 years or something.
How is
I
that
have had
positive?
that.
It's like-
Good point. It's not really positive. It's still negative, isn't it?
That changed pretty quickly, Bob.
I know.
I was
Sounded
trying to-
positive.
Well, no, I had it
Now
once.
we know what goes on in Rob's head.
Basically, just wanted to gossip. No.
I had it once when so basically I had this lady, and sometimes I get songs that just come through when I'm doing the reading, and it was kind of like a love song coming through.
Cool.
Her partner was on the opposite side of where I was. But I'd picked it because she had the lover's card, but then she had the devil card, which can indicate in the tarot that there's possibly a bit of like, you know, relationship problems. So I was just, you know, going off on my own little spiel.
Or
And then-
bedazzled.
Bedazzled.
Well,
Did you just mention a 90s movie, Bedazzled?
I do. Elizabeth Hurley.
Did you just mention a 2
Brendan
out
Fraser?
of 5 star movie?
If you're out there, Liz.
So Bedazzled comes out. Yep, but the devil. And
yeah,
it
like
can mean
the devil came out, and I was like, you've got the devil and you've got the lovers, but it does indicate there's, you know, quite a lot of relationships going on. Unbeknown to me, because she was quite open to all this, so towards the end, she was like, "Oh yeah, the way you say that is because I just recently split with my husband, but I was cheating on him with him over there." So I was just getting all the gossip, me thinking,
God.
"Oh, drop that clunger on me."
Do you ever come back with that and go, "Yeah, I knew the cards told me"?
Not always,
Or
but
did-
it did obviously signify
Yeah.
that, you know, the lovers is there. You've got the devil that indicates relationship problems,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was what was being interpreted.
what?
Wow.
Have you ever had someone say, "I want another card"?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Can,
I
can,
was
can I
thinking
change these in and get
Yeah.
another
Can
three?
you reshuffle? Have you shuffled them?
Oh, they always push it. Do you know if, because sometimes I do tarot parties, and I only have like limited time to do it. And they'll always go like the extra mile, and they'll go like, "Oh, can I have another card?" And I'm like, no, that's
That's what happens. You got the death card
Yeah.
and the devil card.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you. Your life's gonna be shit for a week, but that's what you get.
Yeah.
Or they'll look at me and go, "Oh, I can't really take that," and I'm like, "Well, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't." Although 9 times out of 10, most of the readings that I have done, people just come back to me and go, "Oh, that tarot reading you gave me about this, and that," and I'm just there like, I don't remember, but
Yeah.
okay. But apparently, it'll happen to something like that.
What's the best card you can get with the tarot reading? What's like the number one card that you want?
The World's quite a good card. It's the end of because you get a major arcana and you get the minor arcana, they call it, where mostly in the tarot you get 12 cards that are like the death card, the devil, blah blah blah, but towards the end you'll get the World card, and it just signifies, even if it was reversed, the World card is always a good card to get, regardless whether or not it's reversed or not.
Cool. So we're going to do
Yeah.
a
Sorry,
reading in a
hang on,
minute. We
just-
want the world card to
Yeah,
come.
I really want that.
Does that
Quick
mean you're going to
question.
travel? You get the world card, you're going to travel.
Can indicate travel, yes.
Can you do yourself, or is it things like that?
You can do. A lot of people say it's apparently bad luck.
I
It's
was going
not.
to say that. Is it
Yeah.
frowned upon?
Nah.
No, but it's like if someone's doing a raffle and they buy a raffle for their ticket, their own
So glad
raffle.
you said raffle.
Is it? It's okay
I thought it
because
was going to go somewhere else.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone
When
wants
you do yourself,
a hand.
it's frowned upon masturbation.
It's very-
Sorry.
It's so like the raffle,
We've
like
told you, Dad.
someone else. Yeah, told you about that. Shame on you.
Shame. Sorry.
With the raffle, like it's obviously someone else's hands going in, so you've no control. But people sometimes feel like, well, you're selling raffle tickets, and then 9 times out of 10 they normally win something, don't they? If they're doing a raffle, do you mind if I buy a raffle? Yeah, it's no worries. They normally win. So is it like that?
No, I don't think she's cheating. I don't think she's like, I'm going to get the world card now. Like,
Well, look at that, 5 world cards.
I'm going travelling.
Yeah.
There is no cheating in tarot really, but it all comes into free will really. Like I could spin you a story to say, "Oh, you're gonna, I don't know, meet this lady, you're gonna have 2 kids, blah blah blah," but you could just spend your whole life not even going out and meeting anyone, and that's your free
Yeah.
will to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's some things are destined, as in it always gets brought up in tarot, like you're gonna be in managerial roles, blah blah blah. But ultimately, it's all about free will and how you choose. You are the creator of your own destiny in that sort of way.
That's similar to fate.
Yes.
Some people, believe in fate. They think that this is going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Cool.
Mm.
Well, maybe we need to go into a bit of a reading if we could. So we have our guinea pig, our friend, our volunteer right here, Mr. Joe, Mr. Shandyman. Could you perhaps do a bit of a live
Let's come
reading?
back to haunt me.
What we need to do is because
Well,
just
it's pretty
realizing
tense.
this is an auditory element, so we might need to describe the cards and then ask you to then say what they mean as they come out, if that's okay.
Oh, you know what would be even better?
What's that?
Sorry. If we all say what we thought the card meant.
Oh, can we do that, or is that going to wreck the reading?
No, it's open. It's open to interpretation.
So
I don't wanna
we'll
bring
say
in-
what we think it means, and then you tell us the actual meaning.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
I
you
don't want
could
to bring
do it
any
like that.
bad spirits in here,
No
mate.
bad spirits. Oh, no, if it's bad, it's bad.
Just pretend we're not here.
Well, we did bring some
But-
Jack Daniels in. Sorry, bad joke, bad spirits. Anyway, don't worry. Boom, boom. It's 4Beerzin.
Yeah.
Anyway. Cool.
I like how you just gave yourself a bit of Dutch courage there, having a bit of a drink.
Needed it.
All right, so
Hang
you're-
on, before we do that, this tarot card reading is sponsored by Gasoline Panel and Paint.
Oh yeah.
So they are located at Unit 477 Motivation Drive, Wangara, and their contact number is 0483 147 140. Carry on.
All right, so Lucy's just shuffled the old deck here, and so is there a specific amount of times you shuffle the deck?
Just depends what I'm feeling, really.
Do I need to blow
Okay.
on them?
No.
Okay, it's not one of those magic tricks. That
No.
you see.
Lucy's not
Would
a
you ever
magician.
buy a shuffle? Would you ever buy a shuffle machine? You know how you can get
Oh,
those
you
shuffle
give them a
machines?
shuffle?
So now Lucy's just passed the deck to Joe to do a shuffle, and he's not dropped any
And you
cards
can't,
yet.
Can't shuffle.
But he's had 4 beers in. It's quite a struggle, right? This. So shuffling it
good
around,
enough?
and it's passed it back to Lucy.
Oh, mate, this could change your life.
I'm just my
Could be
fingers are crossed
life-changing, this
Alright.
show.
for the
So
world. I just need
Lucy's
the world.
just pulled a card from the middle of the deck and near the bottom of the deck, and then kind of towards the top, but random cards have just been pulled out.
Free cards.
First card gets pulled over.
Oh, what's that one?
And what's that say?
Oh, Ace of Wands.
Ace of Wands.
Ace of Wands.
Number 5.
Got a love one with
And
a
a love
sword in
heart
it.
with swords. All right.
Swords, yeah.
So we
Swords.
got to say what we think this means. So let's describe what the pictures are.
Right,
so let's
so
go
the first one says Ace of Wands, and it's a hand
holding a
holding
big wand
a branch, I would say, because it's got leaves on it.
and some clouds in
Some
it. The hands
clouds.
like glowing as well.
Yeah, there's a nice little river going. And
That's all on one
castle.
card.
That's
All-
one
all on
card, yeah.
right.
And then the next card, mate. What's in the next card?
Well, this guy's struggling to hold some swords.
So he's got too many swords.
Ah,
He's
too many
carrying lots of
swords.
swords.
Going on.
Yeah.
Is that 7? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got
cool. Number 7.
above it.
And
And
then-
7 swords, 1, 2.
And he's
7
he's wearing a
swords.
strange hat.
Strange hat and strange shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he's just come from the circus. Something.
Because of his strange hat and strange shoes.
Maybe he's a clown with swords. Anyway,
And
sorry, keep going.
then there's 3 hearts through a heart.
3 hearts,
Three
3 hearts.
hearts.
3 swords.
3 swords first.
Oh,
through
sorry.
1 heart, sorry. And there's clouds and rain, so I'm guessing like a thunderstorm type. So 3 swords going through 1 heart.
All right, Dan, what do you reckon it means?
I'm not gonna give my opinion.
Well, you can't do yourself,
Can't do
remember?
myself, it's bad luck. So we'll go with
could
the-
be like, you know how they say too many fingers in one pie? That could be the sword one.
So too many swords to carry.
Yeah, too many,
Yeah.
yeah. And then the heart one, it could be some heartbreaking happening. Some heartbreak times 3.
So 3
And then-
3 heartbreaks. What's
Yeah.
the first one?
I can't quite, I just see a big carrot.
Thank you. Well into that, and good night.
So it's the
Oh, yeah, that's a strong, hard branch with a hand
I went
around
in on
it.
that one as well.
They're
So
all a
it-
bit saucy, to be honest. That's definitely, maybe I've got it. I've got my own,
all right, go.
but I've got too many and I don't want to break hearts. That's
Ooh.
me.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's my,
Oh,
yeah.
I reckon you're right, but we've got to go the first card first. So you got the chance. You're holding on to some magic, but you're juggling a lot of things. So the wand in the hand is you're holding on to some magic of some sort, and then you're juggling lots of things, but you're pretty firm on a couple of those things. That's why there's 2 swords in the ground, perhaps. But then with a heart, it looks like there's clouds rushing in one direction, and so it's almost like your heart is being torn in maybe 3 different directions.
Your heart's not good. I don't think.
But
I don't think.
So you're going to have a
heart's in
heart
good
attack, but there's no
condition.
death card. No, you're not going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, you
Please
haven't
don't
got a
have
death
heart attack.
card, but you haven't got a world card. So
All right. So can we please now have your reading because we have no idea.
I hope it's more positive.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. I was just trying to describe.
we were trying. They were as a positive reading. I get ready for the real.
Get rid of the real one.
Do we do a drum roll? I don't have a drum roll sound, but we can do like a.
Be brutal.
Ooh.
Well, to be fair, Rob was quite right with that. But his interpretation, I was thinking, Rob's picking up a bit. But I might guess your star
Oh,
sign
Rob.
later. Might work out whether you're intuitive or not. But
Okay.
okay, so we have got a lot going on here. This may seem a bit very personal to yourself, so I hope you are open to it. That's essentially how I go in. So yeah, I can be quite brutal, but it is what it is.
Do it. Get in.
Do it.
Yeah. Didn't get dressed up for nothing, mate.
Wearing a shirt.
Okay, so you do have a lot going on here. So you have the Ace of Wands here. So for yourself, Joe, I would actually, and I am picking up, you are quite naturally a logical thinker. You do sort of sit back and wait for things to sort of materialize, shall we say. You can be an action taker, but you have to think about it first before you actually go, sort of, I'll go for that kind of thing. However, the Ace of Wands is coming in with the fact that there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming your way in more ways than one. So a lot of job opportunities going forward. I don't know if you think about you might move on from work or anything like that. Again, there is no time frame for when I say these things to you. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen tomorrow or within the next 6 months. It could happen within the next year. But there is help at hand there. You are quite a good, if you think about it, if you manifest something very well, because we're all manifesting, even if you don't think that we're doing it, when you think you want something, it then comes into your reality. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time when you do think about things, they usually come in, like different situations, different work environments, stuff like that.
Like, just to jump in, 4Beerzin movie.
4Beerzin movie. We're not saying it's happening
The
right
Christmas musical.
The Christmas musical. Not saying it's going to happen, but those
You've
Heard
heard
it
cards
here
you've-
first.
now. You've heard
Yeah.
it here first.
on
yeah.
4Beerzin and the cards don't lie.
Sorry, Lucy, continue.
Sorry.
Although I will say to you, there has to be more social media, and this just goes for you all actually, because we're all energies. So I'm picking up your energy and picking up his energy. So you all need to get out there with social media, get people enjoying the podcast, sharing a bit more, and you never know, you might become the #1 podcast in about 2 years, maybe a year. Whoever
Write
knows.
that down.
2 to 20 years.
I do see a bigger studio though, so just put that in the back of your mind.
Yeah, well, yeah, we are going to build.
Something's in the works. Yeah, something's in the pipeline.
However, because you're quite, I'll be honest with you, you can be a bit of a people pleaser as well, and taking on a bit too much. You have got the 7 of Swords and the Swords in the Tarot. The ones in the Tarot, just before I go on, they do indicate creativity, can create like a spark and stuff like that for things to ignite itself. The Swords in the Tarot, although a very strong weapon of choice, you also have to think of a sword. It's can sort of, go 2 ways. So there's a positive way to look at it. There's also a negative way. But you have got the 7 of Swords, but Joe, you're just taking on a bit too much at the moment. I just feel as though, you know what? Do I really need to do that extra work tonight? No, I don't.
No phone calls on a
I
Sunday.
know, yeah.
That's it.
I mean, yeah.
Because I'm not
Old
going to
Bruce tried you up before.
Oh, Bruce. Yeah, thanks, Bruce.
get paid extra for that. So what's the point of me doing it? You are quite a workaholic. I'm going to pick that up very well. Very good at your work, but you just need to take a bit of a break, have a bit of downtime with the boys. I do want to say February will be a significant month for yourself. That could be a birthday, event, anniversary coming ahead.
How do you know that?
Just what I get through.
Tell him
I'm
what's
already
happening
stressed
this
about
month.
that.
So what's happening in February?
No, nothing. I
Oh,
don't
no,
know.
I thought you said November.
What?
No, February.
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 Where'd you get
Oh.
November from? Doesn't even sound like February. This is what 4 Beers does to you. Sorry,
Well,
sorry. Lucy.
Valentine's
February,
Day.
February.
Valentine's
okay,
Day.
February.
Oh, Valentine's Day, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Ooh.
Could
Could
be. Not.
be.
Not a big fan.
Yeah, you got the love heart and that.
It's a
Well.
stab love heart.
I would. Damaged.
Looks like you're going to have to watch your back, though, with the 3 of Swords.
Oh.
Watch your back. What's that mean?
Well, I usually get songs coming in when I do these readings, and I did just get Heartbreaker by Mariah Carey coming in.
Oh, how's that go? You know Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
I
Yeah,
knew
that
you'd know.
one.
I knew that you'd know. Wow. Sorry. That was Danny singing.
Yeah, it wasn't Mariah Carey for our listeners who can't see.
So there's heartbreak on the cards.
Well, heartbreak can mean, I suppose, the way you interpret it. I hope there's not a significant other coming for my blood after this podcast. Sorry.
Thanks for laughing, though.
Well,
Amazing.
the 3 of Swords do indicate heartbreak coming your way, a bit of emotional turmoil. If you're not, there could be some emotional turmoil already going on with your life or at the moment that you feel a bit, and that doesn't have to mean a relationship breakup. It can mean, family, friends, that sort of stuff, because obviously that's, it's still emotions. But you have got to look at where they're actually going in, and it's, stabbing in the heart.
Could it be the other way? Like me being stabbed in the heart? Or
Yes.
am I hurting someone
No,
else?
it's you being stabbed in the
Oh,
heart.
it's me.
Ooh.
Yeah. Watch
Oh,
your back.
okay.
Innit?
You really do have to watch your back, because there's a
Wow.
wolf in sheep's
Oh.
clothing around you.
I was thinking bad
Dude.
for a second there.
So
No, it's them.
c-
It's
c-
them, Joe.
It's them.
It's them, Joe. You're safe.
with
You're
the re-
taking on
with,
too much. Sorry.
with that reading though,
There's
like
a lot
so
of
if he-
swords going on here, though.
there is a
Like,
lot of swords.
There's a lot of swords there.
That's what I mean. Like Danny said, watch your back.
So
How would you?
so if Joe manages to get to handle those swords better and then ask for some help out there, perhaps maybe he won't feel so much heartbreak. Could that be a way?
Possibly, yes.
Yeah, you could. Okay.
Check
That'd
in
be
on
good.
us. Check in on you in February.
Watch
I
this
think
space.
it's what-
Please
February
do.
podcast
Yeah.
will be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with or without Joe.
Um,
So tell us a little bit more about what you do
Oh, sorry. Just
Lucy
thank you for
and-
that, by the way. Just
Yeah,
before
that
we
was
move on.
awesome.
Yeah, really, that was awesome.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with the first part.
Yeah. I still don't know where you're getting a wand from because it looks like a stick with leaves on it.
Well, it's an old wand.
Yeah, but these are the old cards. Like
Cards.
some,
Ah.
it depends what tarot deck you get. I got
Mm.
a one recently, and it's usually the wands, the swords, and the cups that indicate,
Okay.
creativity. The wands, the swords are more like communication
Mm.
as well, because obviously you think of a sword, it cuts you into, you can be quite cutting in your communication.
Especially
Oh,
several.
Yeah, yeah when you
Right,
got
when you're
several
juggling
in the
something.
heart, it's not in. It's
Be
not in the lung.
communicative, Joe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but Lucy, you obviously go out and do this professionally. This is an opportunity to give a bit of a shout out about that, if you'd like.
Oh, yes. So, yes, I do tarot readings. I can do them remotely or I can do them in person. I am based in the North River, like the northern suburbs. However, I can travel to places. So, if you do want a tarot reading, it's 0466 998 591.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That sounds amazing.
And
And
we'll
Oh,
put
hang on,
we'll
Joe's
put-
gone
no,
back.
No, I was going to say we'll put a link in one of our posts so you can contact Lucy.
yeah, we
Most
can do that.
definitely.
No, that sounds good. And we're not saying it's going to happen, but if it does, you've heard it here first.
Joe's
Four
not
beers
going to
in.
be here.
No, you'll be here.
Well, it's in your cards, mate. I don't think you can change it. It's fate. Is there anyone that you feel is going to be on this podcast, Lucy? Do you have any feelings or?
Any famous peeps?
You're talking about,
Yeah.
yeah, he's talking
We're
about
talking
famous people.
directly famous people. No mums or dads or anything like that. But like, is there anyone you feel that might, contact us?
Ooh, got to put it out there. What about, I don't know. Britney Spears might come on.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we've already contacted her.
Oh.
Is
She
there
might get
anyone
back to us
close
now.
by?
What about Harry Styles? Is he
Oh
not
no!
talking?
Amazing. Okay, old Harry boy, yeah.
Yeah, Harry. Yeah.
Harry Styles. Good look at Harry Styles.
Mr. Styles.
Yeah, he may come on. Yeah.
Alright. Well,
Yeah, we'd have to have a bit of a.
His birthday's in February.
Oh, it's all, it's
There
all
you
coming
go.
together
It's all-
now.
yeah.
It's all come. We have to get crowd control if he comes on, though, won't we?
yeah, hell
You
yeah.
know?
I
You
feel
know
like
about
I'm the
door.
one that's going to get the bump.
and we'll get Mr. Styles on.
Yeah, not just crowd control for us, but for Harry as well. So, yeah, thanks for being on the show, Lucy. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been fantastic. And
Thank you.
we're going to
Legend.
sign off by doing a bit of a 4 beers in. So here we go.
4
4 beers
beers
in.